Good afternoon, I'm Sid Jordan with Tier 1 Group. And today we're going to be going over the load make ready process and the unload show clear process. So when we're carrying two weapon systems, a primary and secondary weapon system, we're going to start with our secondary weapon system. First thing he's going to do though is he's going to get a full sight picture on his rifle, bringing it up. This is to ensure that he's got his optics turned on, if he's got flashlights or lasers or any other items on his weapon, he can go ahead and ensure that they're in the best condition possible. And he's going to move his primary out of the way, draw his secondary to get a full sight picture. He's checking to make sure the sights are in the best condition possible. He's going to bring it back into his workspace and he's going to lock the slide to the rear. At this time he's going to look inside the chamber just to make sure there's no obstruction or any objects inside of there that could hinder the load process. He's going to grab a magazine from his least convenient magazine pouch, index it into the gun, send the slide home, and then he's going to get a full sight picture again. This is the last time he's going to see his pistol before there's a bad guy on the other end of it. So he wants to ensure that's the final thing he sees there. Next thing he's going to do is he's going to bring his primary or his long gun up into his workspace. He's going to bring it into an underarm position, holding it firmly. He's going to lock the bolt to the rear by pushing down on the bolt catch lever, pulling back on the charging lever, and then locking it into place. He'll then grab a magazine from his least convenient mag pouch, and he'll index it into the gun, push, pull to ensure that it's seated, and then he'll strike the bolt catch lever on the side to send it home, and then get a final presentation. Again, this is the last time he'll see this gun before there's a bad guy on the other end of it. So he wants to make sure it's in the best condition possible. Close his dust cover, and he's ready to go. So the unload show clear process, we're going to reverse these steps, and we're going to start with our primary gun. So he's going to come up on it and get a full sight picture. This is just one more repetition for him to get accustomed to holding the gun correctly. He's going to bring it into his workspace. He's going to remove the source of ammunition by pressing on the magazine release and dropping that magazine. He can either put it in his pocket, a dump pouch. He can drop it on the ground if he needed to. He's going to lock the bolt back to the rear by pushing on the bolt catch lever, pulling the charging handle back, at which time he's going to do a visual and a physical inspection inside the gun, meaning he's going to look inside the chamber. He's going to use his finger to feel inside the chamber, make sure there's no brass, and then if he's with a buddy on the range, he can get a buddy check, and his buddy's just going to look in there and confirm it as well. Once that's done, he's going to transition to his secondary or his pistol. He's going to do a full presentation with his pistol. Again, one more repetition to get a good draw in. Once he's done that, he's going to bring it back into his workspace, remove the source of ammunition, put that in a dump pouch or mag pouch or his pocket. He's going to lock the slide to the rear. Once he's locked the slide to the rear, he's going to do a visual and physical inspection inside the gun. Once he's ensured there's no brass inside the gun, again, if he's with a teammate on the range, he can get a buddy check. Once he's been cleared that there's no ammunition in the gun, he'll send the slide home on an empty chamber, get a final sight presentation, and then holster back up. And that's the load, make ready process and the unload, show clear process.